permission to say a prayer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, come on, let's connect together. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for our highest good, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kadumi. Please connect us to the archangels, our spirit guides, spirit animals, and the ancestors to guide us through our spiritual path. Let us remove any lower vibrational energy and let it move on to its next evolutionary path, to the transformational flame or energy flow of Saint Germain, and let us be grounded in who we are. Let us be a beacon of hope and love in our own life, and let us be a wonderful representation to others of how to shine bright, speak our truth, and be connected to our purpose. And I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So today we have our stream of energy rather than the camera. So this aromatherapy machine really represents that energy that's going to flow over you, going to flow over your crown chakra. So I just want you to imagine that you are feeling that right over your crown chakra, flowing down to your brow, to your throat and your heart and your solar plexus, all the way down. Good job, good job, good job. So I want you to take a couple deep breaths. Continue to breathe deeply. And as you breathe deeply, I'm going to use some Reiki symbols to just connect us to our energy. And the energy of universal love, God, light, whatever it is you want to call it. As you know, this is not a religious thing. This is a spiritual thing, and it's beautiful to complement religious beliefs. And if you don't want to do that, that's cool too. So 3 deep breaths, and I'm going to get started. Inhale. Final breath. Let that all out. Good job. So we're clearing that all out. Clearing out your aura a little bit. Smoothing it over. Just seeing what's going on. And of course, per usual, picking out just a little bit of the blockages. Or sometimes we just have a little bit of blurriness. And you don't have to think of that as something major. It's just, sometimes you put on some sunglasses and it's like there's like a smudge on it. But it's really hard to enjoy the experience of wearing sunglasses with that smudge. And that's kind of like what it is. We're just cleaning out the smudge right there from your brow, right there, and your crown up here. So we're going to take the energy, the weight of your shoulders, and we're going to pull it up. Okay, ready? Inhale. Exhale, release. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, release. Okay. And final time. Good. Inhale. Exhale, release. Okay. So, do some Palo Santo, clearing out our chakras. And this is just an extra added balance just to feel that release. Clear myself out. Thank you, God. 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 Energy down, energy up. Boundaries, connection to light. Okay. And now let's go ahead and do you. And this is just a quick chakra balance because it's very much so important. Okay. Let's get you some more. Okay. Beautiful. So let's take it to the root. you, God. Sacral. Thank you, God. Solar plexus. Thank you, God. Heart. Thank you, God. Throat. Thank you, God. Third eye right there. Thank you, God. Crown. Deep breath in, energy down. Exhale. Deep breath in, energy up. Exhale. Boundaries around. Community. Beautiful. And let's just take a couple of moments here to really connect with the divine. I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to imagine a golden white light just shining on your crown, on your third eye, your throat, your shoulders, and you're just feeling this beaming out. If you can put your hands out as well. A gesture of receiving, and just receive that energy and all those important points on your body. If it feels comfortable to you, you can also put your feet flat on the ground, a gesture of rooting so that you can pull that energy upwards as well, getting all that grounding nutrients from the earth, connecting to the earth through your root, connecting to God the divine through your chakra, letting it meet between your heart and your solar plexus. Now just take a couple breaths here. You can breathe on your own. It doesn't have to be too deep, but I want you to just breathe in that love, breathe in that light. Go ahead, continue to breathe. Beautiful. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Wonderful. How does that feel? Okay. Good job. I'm just seeing how your energy is flowing. Just kind of getting this gesture to kind of get it rotating in this kind of way. And with Reiki, energy is intelligent, so it goes to wherever it is you need it to go. Okay. Good job. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Good job. Continue to breathe. And I just say thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source, whatever it is. And just feel that in each chakra. Just say it. Thank you, God, for your root chakra. Thank you, God, for your sacral. Thank you, God, for your solar plexus. Thank you, God, for your heart. Thank you, God, for your throat. Thank you, God, for your third eye. Thank you, God, for your crown. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the energy flowing down. Thank you for the energy flowing up, for the boundaries and all that is around us. And so it's really important that we maintain our boundaries, even though we're healing as a community, and we're here experiencing this healing together because we're having overlapping concerns or just, healing things that we're facing as a community. It is important to root down in yourself, in your boundaries. Just kind of, just something that you should know. When you go to an energy worker, you're going to yoga, you're doing anything, even when it comes to seeing a therapist or something like that, you're opening yourself up and you're becoming very vulnerable, and it can be very confusing there, especially if you've had boundaries issues. And I make it very important to tell all my clients, whether I'm doing an energy session or whether I'm teaching a yoga class, I'm not your guru, and I am not the one doing this, okay? This is God, this is the universe, and this is you. What I'm doing is I am simply a facilitator. And why I say that, and why it's important to say that, even though I do, I like it when people tell me, like, I love this is great. I need you all to know, and even I had to learn this myself, that you have to have strong boundaries, even when you're doing spiritual work, because you're going to get to those certain parts in your lives where it's going to be very difficult, it's going to stretch you, and it's important that you learn how to be strong within yourself. You're not always looking outside of yourself for that. We're going to have great teachers, we're going to have great people who guide us during the journey, but it's not a one-size-fits-all. I don't look at my yoga teacher to explain to me like mental health things, even though I'm sure they may know. I don't look at them for that. I don't look at my spiritual teacher, honestly, this is very honest, to explain religious things a lot of times. I look at them for that spiritual journey, and there may be a connection to understanding the religious part, and so on and so forth. I don't look at my therapist or my mental health expert and ask them to teach me about nutrition. They may know some, but I go to my fitness coach for that. And so I look at it exactly where it is. And the reason why you need these boundaries is because own your power. You got to take control of your power. And the only way to do that is you start to generate that energy from within. And so the theme today, of course, is we're working with headaches, migraines, and overthinking. But in order to get yourself to stop thinking, overthinking, you have to feel grounded, and that's going to take some time and some confidence. So you're activating your solar plexus, you're activating your throat, you're activating your sacral to feel confident in who you are. Okay, so let me teach you how to help relieve headache and migraine when it's happening. It's an energetic exercise that I use whenever I feel like I'm overthinking and it could lead to a headache or a migraine, or I'm feeling overwhelmed or flustered. This is what you do. You go ahead and you sit in a comfortable position. If you like to, you can put your hands up as a gesture of receiving. Just be as comfortable as you like. You can lie down flat, you can lie against a wall. Just let your shoulders melt away from your ears. You can have slightly good posture. You can sit down and just continue to take some deep breaths. A couple more. Final breath. Okay. And then what you're going to do is I'm going to say imagine. The word is not necessarily imagine, but you are going to feel. But if it's hard for you to feel, you can use the word imagine. You're going to feel energy in your head, okay? All that energy going on. And you're going to feel that energy, or imagine that energy as a liquid. And with every inhale, you're breathing up. You're gathering that energy in your crown, in your third eye, wherever it's showing up in you. And as you exhale, that energy becomes this fluid and this liquid, and you're imagining it just flow down your spine. And it's flowing down your neck, your back, all the way down to your sacral and to your root. And the reason why you want to continue to do that is because you can take that energy and ground it down to your root. But it has to get there first. So let's go ahead and practice this. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, you're gathering up that energy wherever it is. Exhale, it is a fluid, and you're letting it just drip down your spine, moving it all the way down to your root, to your feet, and it is being neutralized. One more time. Inhale, gathering it up wherever it is. Exhale, just draw that energy down. I'm doing it with you. Okay, and just continue to do it on your own. Breathing at your own pace. You feel it. You might get a little quiver. When I'm pulling that energy down, I actually feel a little quiver in my shoulders when it goes down. And there's no wrong way to do it, okay? No wrong way to do this. Continue to breathe. Continue to do this. Let me explain to you what's going on. Energetically, you're able to feel when you have that energy in your head and your shoulders and things like that. You may not feel that energy as much when you're getting down to your sacral and your root chakra. And it's important to not let that energy be concentrated in your head and on your shoulders and things like that. You want to take it down to your root, because your root can actually handle it. It can neutralize it. It can reach it down. It can ground to the earth. And so that's a gesture of taking the conscious and bringing it down. A gesture of manifesting. We can't all live up in our head. We got to bring it down too. And that's going to take some confidence, some self-belief in yourself that what you want to do is worth doing. And it can also represent a gesture of stuckness. So really just getting yourself unstuck, and just do it 5 minutes a day. Even if you gotta go, you're at work, you take a little 5 minutes, you go into a single stall bathroom, or multiple stall bathroom, and you do your thing. Okay, let's go ahead, do this one more time, and I'm going to help you this time. Okay, inhale, you're gathering it up, and exhale. Come on, let's pull it down. Good job. Continue to breathe. Go ahead and pull that down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One more time. Pull it down. Okay. Now I want you to just breathe through your chakras, and just start at your crown and just say, thank you, God. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Go down to your brow right there. Say, thank you, God. Universe, source, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Okay, breathe it down. Go to your throat. Say, thank you, God. Universe, source. Okay, let it go. Go down to your heart. Say, thank you, God. Okay, pull it down to your solar plexus. Thank you, God. Pull it down to your sacral. Thank you, God. Pull it down to your root. Thank you, God. And start to pull that energy down. Just pull it down. Send that energy straight to the center of the earth, neutralizing it. Just continue to breathe. As you're doing that, you've freed up a lot of stuff, so I'm actually going to come in and just help you out right there. Just imagine me as the person who's just, washing your window or cleaning your glasses. Okay, just going to pull that out. Just bring it out. Letting it go. Releasing anything taking up space. Releasing. I'm going to slow that down a little bit. We're going to let it go. I want you to repeat after me. Say, I love you, I love you, I love you. I want you to imagine that you are looking at a mirror. If you have a mirror, you could do that as well. Looking at yourself in a mirror, and I want you to say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Just keep saying it as I'm pulling the energy down, because it makes it a lot easier for me to do so. Just say, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you. You could say your name too. My name is Jessica, so I'll say I love you, I love you, I love you, Jessica. I love you, Jessica, I love you, Jessica. And if your name is Jessica, then that makes it easier for you. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you. I love you, I love you. Remember, you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're saying this to yourself. You're building yourself up. I love you. I'm going to take a couple moments, okay? And I'm just going to give you some of this Reiki energy. So I'm just going to be a little quiet. God, please send any loosen up energy, karmic energy, lower vibrational energy, or anything taking up too much space onto its next evolutionary path to evolve in the transformational flame, the lavender flame of Saint Germain, and release the shoulders, the neck, the third eye, and the crown. Allow us to root down in the earth to know our power, our strength, to take responsibility and accountability for our life, and to ensure that we have strong boundaries. Let us be a beacon of hope for ourselves, and let us be a representation to others of how to shine brightly and shine our light. And I say all of this in the name of I am. Oh, good job. You did it. Okay, and so I hope this has helped you in any headache, that migraine, or overthinking that you may have. Remember that exercise of pulling the energy down, because that's really what's going to help you at any time. and we're going to clear ourselves out. And I just want to let you know that I'm coming from experience when it comes to migraines. I had migraines for 15 years, and thankfully, I'm so happy. I haven't had a severe migraine in a year. And as you all know, I do see a homeopathic doctor, and it's been very helpful. And two things that have really helped me in my healing journey was seeing that homeopathic doctor and going through my energy work, seeing my Reiki teacher, seeing energy workers, having seeing a shaman, things like that. Having those two things together have been instrumental in my healing process. And so, just to explain to you, I had migraines so bad that I had to go to urgent care, and sometimes I had to be hospitalized because there was no way for them to stop the migraine. They just had to treat me for the pain. And they're giving me, Dilaudid. They're giving me just like really strong pain relievers. They're, essentially narcotics that they're giving you. And I remember having this is going to be real deep, but I remember just being in such debilitating pain and getting there and getting that shot and feeling like, wow, I can definitely see how someone could become a substance user. And I'm not saying that because, I'm just being very transparent. I was in so much pain. I can definitely see how people can get caught up in needing that pain relief. And I would have to get it once or twice. And it got to one point where I needed it again at that same stay, and they're like, hey, we can't give you all of this. You're gonna have to start taking a preventative medication. And I'm talking about migraines in which I would lose peripheral sight. I would be in extreme pain. I'm talking about 6 hours, the least 4 hours, the most 8, 12. When I was younger, they would just be all day, and I would be nauseous. I couldn't walk. As I got older, I was not able to talk, so I wouldn't be able to say certain things. Numbness on my left side. Look, I'm telling y'all, it's extreme. So doing these exercises, by no means is it going to solve the migraine. What I'm saying, and like they say to you when you have migraines or headaches, if you start to do these things on the onset, or when because you know your body, when you know it's going to happen, it will help you, as well as these other things too that you're going to be doing, to start to reduce it, to lower it down, to put yourself in better situations. In my migraines, from a spiritual perspective, I needed stronger boundaries at work, stronger boundaries with friends. And I literally had to start saying no. I was overworking myself, and I wasn't even overworking myself doing what it is that I love to do. I just was overworking myself because I didn't want to say no, because I didn't want to disappoint people, but at the same time, I didn't want to, be deeply connected. I was a hot mess, okay? So let's go ahead and disconnect. And after we do our healing sessions, I actually do a meditation session just to pull the energy down for myself. So let's clear you out. Thank you, God, releasing the crown. Thank you, God, releasing the third eye. Thank you, God, releasing the toe. Thank you, God, releasing the heart. Thank you, God, releasing the solar plexus. Thank you, God, releasing the sacral. Thank you, God, releasing the root. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And we believe in reciprocity here, so let me go ahead and clear myself out too. Raise my crown. Thank you, God. 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 Thank you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Freeing away our boundaries. Releasing our shoulders. Disconnecting the energy. Boom, we are all done. So if you haven't heard it today, I want you to know that I love you. Most importantly, you need to be loving yourself. And until next time, treat yourself with gentle love and care. Get your wellness team together. And until